just as I was about to basically release this video and all of the contents are still relevant, EA dropped this tweet right here. And there's a V logo in it. There's what looks like a five-a-side pitch. There's the V logo. We broke it. We broke this news, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone on this channel has known this for a while. That V has got to stand for Volt or Volta. As we get into this video, you'll understand more. I've just had a chat about the trailer with another one of these sources. This is literally breaking. I've re-rendered this video to let you guys know that the trailer has so much more to it than what you've just seen. The flashing pictures at the end, you see the yellow, the blue, the green, the white. That's different game modes coming to the Volt. So there's going to be different game modes. I'm hearing that blue is pro clubs. I'm hearing that like white is going to be some other game mode, and then the yellow is something called Skill Shack. The more skills you do, the more points and goals you get, really. Like when you score, if you do like 5 skills before, you get more points. And apparently FIFA are focusing on bringing the fun back to FIFA and less on just constant esports. This is literally just got off the phone right now with one of the sources. He's trustworthy. I mean, he told me in March about this FIFA Street mode coming back. March. So this guy is ahead of the game. Hopefully this is true. Stick around for Saturday. And let's get into the rest of the video where I did record it before, but it's still all relevant. Just remember that, guys. That is, I'm pretty certain that's a fact. That is all a 5v5 game mode that's coming, and those are different game modes, those flashing lights. Okay, welcome back to another video, guys. We got some big news today. I mean, we're going to be looking over everything that we spoke about last week, and we got so much more new information. It wasn't even last week, it was a couple of days ago. I know you're looking at the title like, wait, but I've had more information from one of my sources about this new FIFA 20 game mode. So basically what's being told to me now is that it's called the Volta. I know it does sound like some shitty Pokemon. This is another source from the other one that we spoke about the other day, and he's basically saying it's going to happen, it's in there. There's a season's pass for cosmetics and customization. We'll speak about that a little bit as we get into this video. Now, I can't tell you my sources. I get some of you would think, like some of you, not many, but some of you would be like, oh, it's annoying because we want to know who it is. But if I reveal the source, then they're not going to tell me any more information. But just have my word for it that these are sources that are legit. Like,
it's a secret. Shut up.
They're people that have either been around or linked or just, they've got a foot in the door with FIFA 20. So this isn't just a couple of rumours from Twitter or something like that. Even though most of the people are DMing me on Twitter. Oh, it's time for One Football. Let's get the afro. Can't find the afro, so we're just going to go to One Football now. Shout out to One Football. Their link is at the top of the description, guys. Download it now for free, Android or iOS. I really wouldn't recommend it if I didn't use it myself. I know I say that a lot, but I mean it. It's a great app to follow football, live notifications, and anything you want to know about the football world. Get it now. Now, if we're right about this 5v5 game mode, the Volta, the Volt, whatever it's called, then we're like the first people to break that on YouTube, which is cool. EA Plays is on June the 8th, so that's like 2 days from now, right? And they're going to be talking about it, I think anyway, or they're going to hint to it. There's going to be some sort of little teaser. The 5v5 mode is like a FIFA Street, right? But let's break down these messages from the source. I can't show you who it is, but let's show you exactly like what he's been saying. So there's good news and bad news. And he says, first off, by the looks of it, the Volt, so-called the Volta now, is a 5-a-side game mode that doesn't interfere with pro clubs. Right, that's important because we thought it was going to be a collaboration with pro clubs. I mean, it would make sense. That's what one of my sources was saying, that it is in pro clubs and it's with pro clubs. The other one saying that it's a separate game mode to pro clubs. What this essentially means is there is hope for pro clubs and that they will make changes, which I think they will with the new season pass coming in for cosmetics, which is reassuring. Like I said, that's a separate source. There's 3 different sources now talking to me about seasons pass, right? Like, it seems like it's happening. And then he goes, Volta is basically shit. It's a 5-a-side option where you make 5 of your own players and head into an online divisions-based route from Division 10 to Division 1. I mean, what? You can scan your own face if you want to. Right, so this is what I don't understand. You can scan your face. So it's like a game face is coming back. Now, people have wanted game face to come back to pro clubs for years. Right? The ability to do that on EA's website used to be there on FIFA 12, 13, and then they suddenly got rid of it for no reason. I'm worried that they'll bring this into the Volta game mode, which now seems to be separate from pro clubs, at least is what this guy's saying. And it will be similar to the Journey, when the Journey had tattoos, but then pro clubs didn't, and people were raging because it was like, we want tattoos, we want all these new haircuts. They had proper fades and everything for haircuts in the Journey, but they didn't put that into pro clubs, and I think this will be the same. If I know EA, this will be the same. So he says, personally, it's shit and it's just a filler or maybe a trial for a later installment. You can't play with friends and do a 5v5 with friends. You build your own players and head online. So it's like you make 5 of your own players and then go and play against someone else who makes 5 of their own players. Why wouldn't you just let us do 5v5 with mates? I understand it's still multiplayer, you're playing against someone, but playing with people on games is what makes them, at least to me and a lot of my audience, enjoyable, right? That's why clubs is the best game mode on FIFA, because you're playing with friends. The only way you could play with your friends is if they're sitting next to you and they plug in 4 other controllers to control your pre-made players from home. So this has worried me, because it seems like they shoved kickoff modes down our throats for the FIFA 19 release, didn't they? It was like all these battle royale kickoff modes, and nobody touched them. It does seem like they're going the same route. You can only play these modes with friends if they're with you and not online, and I cannot get my head around that if this is the case. In other words, again, it's shit. Basically rendered useless for the now. Really disappointing unless this is an outdated build, but I doubt anything will change. As for pro clubs, there's nothing yet apart from the new cosmetic season pass talks. Let's hope that's at least promising and they showcase something about that soon. Yes, so I mean, if there is a cosmetic thing, that would be awesome. I just hope, for the sake of it, that they give sort of how they do with Ultimate Team and these in-game promotions. They do the same thing for clubs, right? And they give us more and more, because I know for a fact, like, the majority of hardcore clubs players will complete a season's pass in like a week. And just imagine if that's it for the whole of FIFA 20. There's nothing else that comes in. It's not enough. It's definitely not enough. So I said, like, thanks for this, bro. How do you know? A good source. All sage. I meant safe. We're not trying to season anything. But if you'd rather not say, I'd respect that. It's Battle Pass all confirmed. EA going to talk about it at EA Play, blah, blah, blah. So, like, you guys see, I've trusted this guy before. He's one of 3 big sources I've had. I'm still going to cross-check and make sure, like what it is, that where's this information coming from, you know? Now, this bit I have to blur out on request from him. But let's just say it's a trustworthy source, right? It's not a name you'll know or somebody like that, but it's somebody, like I said in the intro, that definitely has a hand in EA. They know what's going on. So he says here that thinks they'll talk about it at EA Play. There's a Fortnite-like cosmetic store in the Volta as well. So apparently there's like both game modes, clubs and the Volta. Just the Volta, I mean... what? We're going to get Seasons Pass in both. Whether they'll be the same, who knows? We'll find out. Fair enough. If you find out more, please let me know. Of course, bro, I'll always protect you and others that leak things to me. Surprised to hear it's not the same pro as the Volta as in clubs. You know, like, you should surely have your 5v5 pro the same as your Pro Clubs Pro, and he just transitions over and then you share a Seasons Pass and you can play both game modes. Like, that would have been the way to do this. Hopefully it is. That's the way they're going, but we don't know until maybe June the 8th. I don't think those many details will come out. Like I said, I think we'll get like a snippet of 5v5 action at the end of like a 2-minute trailer or something. To be honest, man, that's very disappointing. It's very disappointing. The community will be fuming when they find out. Unless I'm missing a key piece of information here where you can sync your club's character into Volta and play with friends that way, but that's all I have now. So this guy agrees with me, like, you have to be using your pro in both. It has to be the same pro. It's so silly to have a different one. But he says the majority of Volta is offline, at least. Doesn't make sense. It's pretty shit, man, if I'm honest. Anyway, in my opinion, I think Volta is its own mode and has nothing to do with clubs, and there's a story mode for the offline proportion, and you can see just how ecstatic I am with the thought of another story mode coming into FIFA. This is not Skyrim. The journey was awful. Nobody liked it. Please don't waste all of your developers' time again going down a journey. I mean, I don't know what I'm begging. They've already made the game, so it's done, realistically now. If there's a journey and a story mode in the Volta, it's in there. I would be more surprised if there isn't a journey or story mode in that stupid game mode. And if you're a career mode fan and a Pro Clubs fan in particular, you should be worried by that news, because it will mean that, like I said, developers will be focusing on working on a cinematic rather than fixing actual gameplay issues in the game. It's a joke of a game, this, really. It's literally, and I know I keep going back to Fortnite, I promise you I'm not 8, but the thing is, Fortnite has 2 game modes, and a lot of people don't even know that. It has that Save the World mode. How much time do they dedicate to Save the World mode compared to their Battle Royale? Not a lot of time and resources, because they understand that that is the way that people want to play a game on the majority. People don't really care about story modes as much as they do multiplayer. Like, look at the success of Fortnite. EA, you are literally pissing away opportunity by focusing on story modes instead of making sure the gameplay's good and listening and adhering to the community when there's problems in it. That's it. I mean, you literally have the blueprint from Epic Games to follow. Crazy. So I said all 5 players are made up by you. This will end EA and FIFA for the club's fans, bro. Unless clubs get attention and it's fixed, of course. Like, you have to stay positive. Maybe they have fixed up clubs. Maybe the season's pass is everything we wanted. Maybe the gameplay's fixed. The goalkeeper animations, the time finishings tweaked, the stupid first touches, the defensive awful tackling ability. If that's all fixed and the Volta comes in, I've got no problem with it. It's a waste of opportunity, but can't really hate on it. Unless it's shit. So he says, I thought it was foot players at least, but it's not. Unless, of course, once again, this is outdated. We won't know until release. If they don't fix FIFA 20 Pro clubs, we're doomed. It's the best mode in my opinion. Yeah, for sure, man. Agreed. That is pretty much all we spoke about, right? This is a tweet that somebody tagged me in today as well from Lucas Pizzatti. I'm sorry, Lucas, I don't actually know you, but thank you for leaking this information. I mean, it's nothing massive. We've seen 5-a-side pitches before, but to translate, basically at EA Play, they have a 5-a-side pitch set up, and he's talking about, you know, the EA Road block in EA. Okay, the translation for Google is just abysmal, isn't it? But the first thing that comes to mind is the FIFA Street in FIFA 20. But as always, I like to approach the subject in a macro way. So what else could it be? You know, so he's looking into it. It could be something else. I'll put this thread in the description. But you know, you see from that image, you can definitely see a 5-a-side pitch. But like I said, it wouldn't be the first 5-a-side pitch that we've seen at an EA Play event. You can see Apex Legends is up there as well. So if you are at EA Play this weekend, enjoy yourself. I'll probably be live streaming like my reaction to EA Play. I need to check the times and if I can do it. If not, I'll be reacting on Twitter, so follow me over there. What do you guys think about this new news? I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's hard to tell. This isn't filling me with positivity to know that the Volta is not in pro clubs. It makes me think that they're going to focus on, like I said, journey and story modes. But let me know what you think. Leave a like on the video if you do enjoy, and I will keep trying to leak as many things as I can when the information gets to me. Like I said, I've got some good sources. I don't even know how I found myself here, but we are approaching 71,000 subscribers, so hit that red button. It would really mean a lot to me. And hopefully next time I speak to you, I have some more clear-cut information. We will find out very soon, won't we? We will find out very soon. Thank you for watching, guys. My name has been JCC, and I am out of here for now.